Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Today me and my group would like to present about the group assignment. Subject code is BLHW 1762, Philosophy and Current Issues. The title of this assignment is Impact of Reformation in Malaysia in terms of political, economic and social aspect. Our group has 6 members. Firstly was Kevin Siang, Cheng Wei Ye, THIVAGAR anak lelaki SUBRAMANIAM, Emily C. ZONG, LUVANESSH anak lelaki KRISHNAN, and lastly me, MOHAMAD KHIRUUDIN bin BARVIS. These are the content in this assignment. Firstly, introduction, background, problem statement, methodology, keywords, survey findings, ways or suggestion for improvement, and lastly, conclusion. Next, I would like to present about the introduction. Reform plays a vital role in improving governance, addressing systemic issues, and advancing societal well-being. It historically aims to create fairer, more just societies by strengthening democratic institutions and safeguarding human rights. Economically, reform drive growth, reduce disparity, and establish sustainable foundations for prosperity. Socially, they enhance the quality of life by promoting justice and addressing key areas like education and healthcare. These reforms are interconnected, supporting each other to foster positive changes across political, economic, and social landscape. Effective reform requires meticulous planning to navigate challenges and achieve lasting benefit, ultimately contributing to a more equitable and prosperous society. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Today I'm excited to take you through Malaysia's journey of reformations since gaining independence in 1957. Malaysia, a culturally diverse nation comprising Malays, Chinese, Indians and indigenous groups, has undergone significant political, economic, social changes that have shaped its current identity and growth trajectory. Malaysia's diverse cultural fabric and its evolution through reformations are pivotal to understanding its modern developments. Now let's delve into Malaysia's political landscape. The political reformation in Malaysia gained momentum in 1998 with the dismissal and imprisonment of Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, sparking a movement for political freedom, transparency, and anti-corruption. This movement galvanized public opinion and led to a more active civil society. In 2018, Malaysia witnessed a historic shift when the opposition coalition Pakatan Harapan won the general elections, ending over 6 decades of Barisan Nasional's rule. This marked a significant turning point, emphasizing the electorate's demand for accountability and good governance. Moving on to economic reformation, Malaysia's journey began with the new economic policy which called NEP in 1971, aimed at eliminating inequality and restructuring society. This policy primarily benefited the Bumiputra population. Later, under Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad's Vision 2020, Malaysia focused on industrialization, economic diversification, and technological advancement. Lastly, let's explore Malaysia's social reformation efforts. The Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 till 2025 prioritized enhancing educational outcomes, reducing disparities, and equipping students with 21st century skills through critical thinking and innovation. In healthcare, Malaysia has made strides in expanding access and improving quality, especially in rural areas. Initiatives like government clinics and programs for maternal and child health have been pivotal. Social equity initiatives such as poverty reduction and women's rights programs under the One Malaysia banner reflect Malaysia's commitment to inclusivity. Efforts to support indigenous communities through the Orang Asli Development Department underscore Malaysia's dedication to improving their welfare. Now we will explore the challenges Malaysia faces despite significant reforms across political, economic and social spheres, hindering our path to a more equitable and prosperous society. First is the political challenges. Corruption remains a significant obstacle to Malaysia's political stability and governance. High-profile scandals such as the 1MBD debacle have eroded public trust and highlighted the need for more transparency. Political instability, marked by frequent changes in leadership since 2018, disrupts policy continuity and can prioritize short-term gains over sustainable development. Moreover, flaws in the electoral system like gerrymandering and malapportionment undermine democratic processes, exacerbating political tensions. Next is economic challenges. Despite Malaysia's economic growth, income inequality persists between affluent urban centers and undeveloped rural areas like Kelantan and Terengganu. Heavy reliance on oil and gas revenues leaves the economy vulnerable to global price fluctuations, hindering long-term stability. Additionally, there's a critical skills mismatch in the workforce, with many graduates ill-prepared for modern job demands, leading to high youth unemployment and underemployment. Let's see social challenges. Malaysia grapples with significant social challenges, notably ethnic and religious divisions exacerbated by affirmative action policies. These policies, while aiming for socio-economic balance, the education system, despite improvements, failed to adequately prepare students for the job market, resulting in a skills mismatch and higher unemployment rates, especially among the youth. Healthcare disparities persist, particularly in rural and marginalized areas, impacting access and quality of medical services and exacerbating health inequalities.
Good day everyone, I'm Emily. I will start with the methodology part. This part included research designs, data collections, data analysis, and lastly the objective. For the research design, a structured surveys were employed to evaluate the impact of reformation efforts. The surveys focus on political, economy, and social fields. It was designed with comprehensive questions targeting awareness, objective, achievements, and challenges. Regarding data collection, it was divided into two parts, which is quantitative and qualitative data. Quantitative data consider of closed-end questions for statistical analysis to identify trends and patterns in responses, while for the qualitative data included open-end questions to gain insight into personal viewpoints and experience. Thematic analysis was used to identify common themes and insights. While for the data analysis, descriptive statistics were used to summarize quantitative findings. Thematic analysis was also performed on qualitative data to provide a robust understanding of the reformation's impact on Malaysian political, economic, and social landscape. Last, for the objective are to assess the comprehensive impact of the reformations in Malaysia across political, economic, and social domains. Additionally, to offer insight into how reformations initiatives have shaped Malaysia's ongoing developments and societal progress. Next, I will explain the key terms one by one. Reformations, the process of making changes to improve a system's situations or practice. In Malaysia, this involves political, economic, and social reforms. Impact, the effect of influence of one team on another's. Here it refers to the outcomes of reformations efforts in Malaysia. Next, political dimensions involves governments, policy making, institutions, and processes. Focus areas included governance changes, electoral reforms, anti-corruption measures, and shifts in political dynamics. Economy dimensions encompasses economy policy, market reforms, growth, employment, income distributions, and trade impact. Last, social dimension relates to societal aspects like social policy, education, health care, culture shift, social justice, and community development. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Today I will be presenting the findings of our survey on the impact of reformation in Malaysia, focusing on political, economy and social aspects. Let's start with the political impact. According to our survey, the reforms that had the most significant impact on Malaysia's political landscape are the reform of the anti-corruption body MACC and the introduction of parliamentary and democratic system, each contributing 33.3% to the overall chart. Additionally, 20% of the respondents cite the establishment of the electoral reform movement per se as impactful, while 13.3% noted the administrative and justice system reform. Regarding change in public participation and in politics and civic engagement, 46.7% of respondents believe there have been significant change following the reformation. However, 43.3% are uncertain about the extent of this change, and 10% feel there has been no significant impact on public engagement. Next, the survey also indicates that 56.7% of the respondents believe the reformation has led to improvement in democratic process and governance. Meanwhile, 36.7% are uncertain about these improvements, and 6.7% do not believe there have been any improvements at all. Lastly, as for satisfaction with the current state of political stability compared before the reformation, response were mixed. 40% of respondents reacted neutrally, 26.7% were not satisfied, 20% were satisfied, and 6.7% each were either very satisfied or not satisfied at all. Moving on to the economy aspect, the areas most impacted by the economic reformation as identified by our respondents include industrial development 66.7%, employment opportunities 63.3%, and the investment climate 46.7%. Other areas of notable impact are poverty alleviation and income distribution 43.3% each, and the last one is GDP growth 40%. When it comes to the impact on the inflation rate, 33.3% of respondents had a neutral stance. Meanwhile, 30% perceived an increase in the inflation rate, 13.3% noticed a decrease, and 16.7% felt there was a significant increase. Next, regarding Malaysia's GDP growth rate, 50% of respondents believe the economic reformation has led to accelerated growth. In contrast, 16.7% feel the growth rate has remained stable, and 16.7% perceive a decline. And the last one is also 16.7% see no noticeable growth. Lastly, the survey also explored the impact on income distribution. 16.7% of respondents believe the reformation has reduced income inequality. However, 40% perceive an increase in inequality, 20% think it has remained the same, and the last 20.3% are uncertain about the impact. Now let's discuss the social impact. Regarding healthcare service, 46.7% of respondents observe change in availability and quality post-reformation. 33.7% were uncertain, and 16.7% reported no change. In terms of community safety perceptions, 36.7% of respondents remain neutral, 26.7% noticed an increase in safety, and 23.3% perceive a decrease. On the topic of racial and ethnic harmony, 33.7% of respondents adopt a neutral stance, 20% noted a decline, 16.7% observed an improvement, and 10% perceived a significant decline. Lastly, regarding to the preservation and promotion of Malaysia's cultural heritage, 40% of respondents rated the reformation as somewhat successful, 33.7% were neutral, 16.7% saw a significant contribution, and 6.7% indicated no contribution at all. In summary, the reformation in Malaysia has had varied impacts across political, economic, and social aspects, with mixed perceptions among the respondents. Thank you for attention. That's all for me.
For the improvement in reformation. So in terms of political system, first we can balance of power among the party alliance. This is to prevent any single party from dominating the political landscape. We propose adopting a proportional representation electoral system. This system will more accurately reflect the percentage of votes each party receives, enabling smaller parties to gain representation. By ensuring a diverse range of voices in parliament, we can foster a more balanced and inclusive political environment. Next will be the term limits. This is to encourage new leadership and prevent prolonged dominance by any one individual. We will enforce term limits for key political positions, including the Prime Ministers, Ministers, and Member of Parliament. This policy aims to rejuvenate the political scene with fresh perspective and ideas. So the next way will be the decentralization. So we propose granting more autonomy and decision-making powers to local and state governments. By decentralizing political power, we can ensure a more equitable distribution of authority and better address the unique needs of various regions. Next will be the education and training for politicians. This is to enhance the competence and integrity of our political leaders. We suggest to implement mandatory training programs covering essential areas such as governance, public policy, ethics, laws, and economics. Continuous professional development opportunities will be provided, and minimum educational qualification will be established for public office candidates. So the next one will be the combating the corruption. To combat corruption effectively, we will take the following measures, such as strengthen anti-corruption agencies like Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commissions, which is known as MACC, by enhancing their powers, resources, and independence. Next will be the ensure sufficient funding, staffing, and legal authorities for these agencies. By implementing transparency measures such as mandatory asset declaration for public officials, public access to government spending information, and open data initiative. Enforce stricter penalties for corruption, including longer prison sentences, substantial fines, and lifetime bans from public office for those who convicted. So the last one will be the judiciary independence and integrity. This is to uphold the rule of law and ensure impartial justice. We propose establishing an independent judicial appointments commission to ensure a merit-based and unbiased selection of judges. Next will be the enhancing the judiciary power to review and invalidate unconstitutional laws and government actions, thereby safeguarding the integrity of our legal system. In a nutshell, by implementing these comprehensive reforms, we aim to strengthen Malaysia's democratic governments and political integrity. These measures will ensure a fairer, more transparent, and more accountable political system, fostering trust and confidence among the economic system reformation. So, first we suggest to increase GDP and attracting the FDI. To boost our GDP and attracting foreign direct investment, which is known as FDI, we propose several key strategies. Firstly, we will suggest to offer attractive incentive for investors. This includes tax-based, simplified regulatory processes, and robust intellectual property rights protection to create a conducive environment for foreign investors. Additionally, we suggest to develop special economic zones equipped with advanced infrastructures, favorable tax policies, and streamlined business regulation to attract high-value investment. By strengthening international trade is also a priority. Through this, we are able to enhance market access for Malaysian goods and services by participating in regional trade blocks, negotiating bilateral trade deals, and strengthening international trade agreements. So next will be inclusive the growth policies. To ensure that growth economy benefits all citizens, we propose implementing equitable growth policies. This involves targeted social programs, affirmative action policies, and support for minority-owned businesses. Next will be the economic diversification. Reducing dependence on a single industry is crucial for economic resilience. So, our strategies include promoting sectoral growth, particularly in technology, renewable energy, and services sectors. Supporting SME, which is known as a small and medium-sized enterprise, is vital. With access to finance, training programs, and market access initiative to drive innovation and subject creation. Furthermore, we suggest to invest in skills development programs, including vocational training, lifelong learning opportunities, and industry partnerships to align education with labor market needs. So next will be the sustainable development. So we suggest to committed to sustainable development through significant investment in healthcare and education to improve living standard and foster long-term sustainable growth. By promoting sustainable practices is essential, and we suggest to invest in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and green technology to ensure environmentally friendly growth. Enhancing urban planning and infrastructure development is also a priority, including improving public transportation, affordable housing, and recreational facilities. So the next will be the reducing income inequality. To address income inequality, we propose implementing a progressive taxation system to ensure higher individuals contribute a fair share to public revenues, funding essential social programs. We suggest to develop affordable housing initiative to ensure all citizens have access to adequate living conditions. Creating equal economic opportunity is crucial, and we also suggest to target the support for marginalized groups to ensure all citizens can fully participate in the economy. So next will be strengthening the trade relations. To enhance our trade relations, we suggest to improve market access for Malaysian goods and services through strategic international trade agreements. The social system reformation. So first we suggest in terms of education. To enhance the quality of education in Malaysia, we propose several key initiatives. These include curriculum improvements focusing on critical thinking, ethics, and civic education to prepare students as informed and responsible citizens. We will also suggest to invest in continuous professional developments for teachers and upgrade educational infrastructure to provide a conducive learning environment. Furthermore, ensuring politicians prioritize education and are knowledgeable and capable of leading for effective governance is crucial. Next, to improve the health and well-being of our citizens, we aim to enhance healthcare access and quality, ensuring all citizens can lead healthy lives, contributing positively to society and economic. This can be done by promoting inclusive development and social cohesion, involve strengthening support programs for disadvantaged groups, including comprehensive healthcare, education, and social services. Building trust and ensuring government actions reflect that will of the people requires encouraging community engagement and participation in decision-making processes through public hearings, citizen advisory boards, and online forums. This is to ensure transparency and equal input from both the government and the people. Through this, we are able to regulate media used by politicians to prevent misinformation and promote fair communication, alongside establishing publicly accessible key performance indicator, which is known as KPIs, for government actions. Equitable development is crucial, and we plan to allocate fixed budgets for improving existing facilities and establishing new ones based on the regional needs. Fostering a culture of transparency and accountability in public administration involves promoting open government initiatives, making all government decisions and procurement processes transparent and subject to public scrutiny. By implementing these corrective reformation in terms of social, Malaysia can build a more informed, healthy, and engaged citizenry. These measures will foster a democratic society where government actions reflect the will and needs of the people, thereby supporting broader political and economic changes.
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin Xiao. Now I will going to present the conclusion of this group assignment. In summary, reform is a crucial element for societal advancement, addressing systemic inefficiencies, injustice, and inequalities in political, economy, and social systems. The deliberate efforts to implement reforms aim to create a fairer society by strengthening democratic institutions, promoting economic equity, and enhancing social justice. Next, a structural survey is used in this study to evaluate the impact of reformation in Malaysia across political, economic, and social dimensions. Based on the survey findings, the significant concerns remain. While there is a general acknowledgement of the progress made in political transparency, economic diversification, and social inclusivity. For example, corruption continues to undermine public trust and political instability affects policy continuity. Economic inequalities persist with regional disparities and a skill mismatch in the labor market. Socially, issues of ethnic and religious divisions and unequal access to education and healthcare are prevalent. In conclusion, while Malaysia has made significant strides through its reform efforts, ongoing challenges necessitate continuous and adaptive strategies. By addressing this issue holistically, Malaysia can achieve sustainable development and foster a more equitable and cohesive society. I think that's all from us. Thanks for watching.